Hello and welcome to another video. Today's video is something I thought I would be doing a long time ago. Going back, if you remember, back in November of 2024, I dropped a video that was an unboxing of the limited edition 30th anniversary PlayStation controller, and I'll throw a link for that up there if you didn't see that. I'm sure you've seen a million of them by now. In that video, I mentioned that I was going to try and get the 30th anniversary Slim edition console. And, well, you know what? Let's get to the unboxing. So yeah, I can talk while I'm doing this, but the funny part about this story is that Best Buy had these things listed way back when. I can't even remember exactly when it was. I think it was earlier this year. And they were supposed to be coming soon, and they did not come soon. The original date that they were listed for came and went, and I watched and watched and watched for that thing to become available, and it never did. Days later, they changed it to they changed the date from a specific date to coming soon, and then eventually it just went away. Well, that's disappointing. The box was damaged, and I always like keeping things as nice as I possibly can, so I do have to comment too. If one of the very first videos that I made was the unboxing of my Spider-Man limited edition PS5, that box was huge. This is so much smaller. It's almost unbelievable how much smaller that is. Just got to make sure my information isn't on that. I might just blur it out just to be safe, but this box is so much smaller, it's crazy. But it is brand new, and I was shocked to see that they were suddenly available. And you know, I just had to get one. I am a sucker for limited edition things. I've said that a million times. If you've watched my channel at all, anytime there's something limited edition, well, that's all they really got to do to get me interested. And let's see here. I'm going to have to turn this as well, and I'll slide this out. There we go. The box. Get that one out of the way. Got to keep my box nice. Okay, so let's flip this over this way. Try not to get this thing upside down. Interesting. Which side do I have? Okay. Okay. Tried to change my lighting a bit. It almost doesn't look bright enough, but hopefully it's okay because I can only do this once. There's the accessories. And I heard there's a poster in here or some kind. Oh, there it is. That's going to be impossible to show that because it seems to be quite big. So I won't be able to do that. Maybe one day I'll put it on the wall behind me in a future video or something. And this, we have another. Okay, so this is something here I'm going to need. It would be the cover for the Blu-ray drive, which I did get a drive for it, so I'll be putting that on. Here's the cover. And we have charge cable for the controller. Let's see what else. HDMI cable. Anything else in there? Nope. Have the limited edition stand here too. This was something I wasn't even sure it came with, but I'm glad it does because it saves me having to get one. And the little screw is inside this package, but you can see it's a little different color than the standard stand, which I guess is expected. It matches the theme. Keep that screw out. This bag over here. Anything else in this? Nope, that looks like that's it for that box. And here we have PS5 itself. I'm going to take this and just set this aside while I look for the controller. which I'm assuming is in here too somewhere. Looks like there's another box at the bottom. I might open this upside down now that I'm looking at this the way it's laid out, but wouldn't surprise me if that's what I did. Slide this one out and drop it. There we go. And here are all the books, the paraphernalia, as they say. Not gonna look at those. Up. Here would be the controller. Very nice. Seen that before. That's the one thing I have seen before. Probably gonna leave this one in the bag and in the box. I'll just test it briefly to make sure it works. And the little stands they have now, which I find quite hilarious. And that can go over there. And what else have we got here? Oh, this is the little goodies. Pretty cool. I'm not sure what these are for, to be honest. Little rubber things. I think they're like cable ties or something you can use to keep your cables all organized or something. Let's take a look. I feel like my brain thinks, oh yeah, you just stick that together like this and then you can loop cables up and stuff. I'm gonna guess that's what those are for. Kind of cool, I guess, that they have that included. Got the emblem there, and I don't know if you can see that very well, but I'm not going to take it out for now. And I'm not sure what this is. Let's take a look. This one I'm going to have to open because I don't know what it is. Oh, okay, that's the little gizmo that goes over the charge cable, makes it look like the old style from way back in the first PlayStations. So that's kind of cool. Probably won't use it. I'll leave that in the bag. And another PlayStation emblem. I don't know if you can see that. Dang it. Just can never get this quite right. I think at this point, it's probably just the camera. I'm gonna have to get a better camera that will allow this type of stuff to look better. So there you can see that emblem. Hopefully on my hand it shows up a little easier. Put that back in. And yeah, that's the extent of this. I'm going to slide these back in. I'm not going to use them. Put those back in the bag. Pretty cool though. Neat little items in there. I think that's it for accessories. Got the power cable, of course. I already pointed out the little stands. Won't be using the power cable. Won't be using this either. And this one I'll probably just leave in here as well. So we will set this aside. Let's move to the PlayStation itself that I set on my chair behind me. I'll open this up. Take a look. Now I did originally, I really wanted to get the Pro. That was just impossible in Canada. They had like 5 for the whole country or something. It was kind of ridiculous. And the way they did it, I kind of get it, but at the same time I find it annoying. I literally had no opportunity to, because it was only GameStop in Canada that had them, and they were only giving them to their, what they call, I guess their, what is it, an Onyx customer or something that spends insane amounts of money with them, and I'm not one of those people. So those people all got emails with an option, they're top customers, so I kind of get it. It's makes sense in a way, but definitely left the bulk of the people that would probably be interested in it out in the cold with no opportunity to get one here. So I think this looks really good. Very nice. It's got the little 30th anniversary written right there. I'm gonna unwrap this. Part of me doesn't want to. I really debated what I was gonna do with this, if I was gonna set it up or something. That's really loud, sorry about that. Or if I was just gonna leave it in the box unopened. But I try to take good care of my stuff, so I kinda, what's the point of having it if you don't use it and have it out and can actually look at it? So see if that's visible there. PlayStation 30th anniversary. I also don't know why this camera, for some stupid reason, always wants to stutter. So you see the freeze frames. It's I think it's just my laptop is the problem. I am in the process of changing things over to my workstation again. Thought I could use the laptop for this type of stuff. It's just not good enough. I'm just gonna pause for a sec here. Okay, so a little problem with the Elgato. It just did not want to hook up for some reason. I could not get a signal, so I have the camera pointing at my monitor. Less than ideal, but it is what it is. So I am firing this thing up. We will go with, you know what? We're just gonna go with that. And that's good. Not gonna get too bent out of shape. Oh, that's bright. Bright, bright, bright. I'm gonna fast forward through a lot of this. That's because of the NVMe I had installed. I'm just now noticing that's not really capturing the whole monitor there, but alright, so we will have to update now. I'm gonna have to fast forward or cut a bunch of this out because this just takes too long. Maybe I won't approve it. I think it just has to update first. And the disk drive. Excellent. I will continue without one for now. We'll try this again. Scan QR code. There we go. And I'm all set. We'll sign in. Skip and finish. Looks good though, it's all up. Not read the disc, so that's a bonus. Okay, so there you have it, the PlayStation 5 Slim 30th Anniversary Edition. You can see I did install the disk drive and stuff. I also put an NVMe in. The video footage of that, I don't know what happened to it, but it was a stutter fest, so it just did not look good. So I cut all that out, but the end result is I tested the disk drive, NVMe's all good, everything's working well. And apologies for that. I was hoping to just have that included, but it just did not work out. You can find me on X at Mental9R, on PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, all at Mental9R, and virtually anywhere else you can play games. And this, of course, is Caffeine Entertainment. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, don't be afraid to hit that like, subscribe, and hey, throw a comment below. What do you think of the 30th anniversary PS5 Slim Edition? Thanks again, and don't forget, it's time to wake up and play some games.